Hey guys. So there was no video on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I feel like I've been gone forever, but it hasn't been quite a week. I'm just going to give you a brief idea of what has been going on. So this is the vlog part of the video. So if you're not interested in any of this, I'm going to hopefully put an annotation here or here with a time frame, and if you want to advance the video to that particular time, then all you'll be seeing is the makeup part of the video. Okay, so there should be a time up here. If there is no time up there, it's because you're one of the very first people to watch, and I haven't had a chance to add the annotation yet because I can't put annotations on there until the video is actually up on YouTube. All right, so what has been going on? Where have I been for the last 5 days? I've been here. I think I told you in my last video that we don't have any heat. We still don't have any heat. It's been a week today since I've had heat in my house, and it is late fall, so it's cold. The temperature has gone down below freezing a few nights, and the problem with my furnace ended up being way more serious than anybody knew. The furnace people came over to fix the furnace, and in order to fix the furnace, they had to pull the whole thing out, disassemble it, to put the new part in. And when they did that, that's when they saw that it's, you know what, rather than bore you with a big long story, let's just say that at this point, I don't know what is going to be covered and what is or isn't going to be covered by the manufacturer's warranty. It's a big, long, complicated situation, and in any case, it's going to end up costing us a lot of money one way or another, even if certain parts are covered. But worst case scenario, if nothing is covered, we're going to be spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to get out of this situation. Plus, we have no heat. So I've been using space heaters in all the rooms. Thanksgiving was here, and we had to shut all the space heaters off to go have Thanksgiving dinner with family, and come right back as soon as we could and get those space heaters rolling again. And you're not supposed to use space heaters as your primary heat source, but we have no choice. We have nothing for heat. They packed everything up and took it with them because they're going to have to do like investigation and figure out what went wrong and who's at fault and all that good stuff. So yeah, hopefully that will be resolved sooner rather than later, because I mean, we're at the end of November. We're almost into December, so we have to have a furnace. So that is the skinny with that. Oh, and because this is such a stressful situation, I don't know how many videos I'm going to be doing in the near future, because, you know, I could have people here, and so YouTube is, you know, I wanted to try to get this video done today, just to, you know, put something up here. And plus I did buy some new makeup. And you're probably thinking, but if you're going to be spending all this money, why are you spending money on makeup? Because when you are under a tremendous amount of stress, you have to do something to relieve it. And for me, that something is trying new makeup, playing with makeup. That's fun for me. So this is just drugstore makeup, you know, it's not expensive. So I just picked up a few things here and there, and this has been helping me cope. Everybody has different coping mechanisms, and makeup is a coping mechanism for me. It's more than just a hobby. It's more than just a YouTube channel. It's a stress reliever, you know, and so everybody has different ways of dealing with things. So anyways, okay, we're 4 minutes and 43 seconds into the video, so let's get started. Okay, one of the, oh, and I bought, so the things that I bought are all drugstore type makeup products, And I bought things here, there, and everywhere. Like I bought one thing at Kmart, one thing at Christmas Tree Shop, one thing at CVS. So it's all drugstore priced makeup, but from all different stores. All right, the first thing I'm going to show you is a foundation that I picked up. And I used to use this foundation back in the day. I think this might have been the very first foundation I ever used as a preteen when I first started wearing makeup. But it doesn't look anything like it did back then, and they have new formulas and all that. What I'm talking about is CoverGirl Clean Makeup. They have a sensitive version now. And I am in the shade number 520 Creamy Natural. One of the things that I love most about CoverGirl is I think their creamy natural color matches me better than any brand of makeup product on the market. I mean, if you look at this, I mean, there's no makeup here, but if you look at that versus this, it's as close to perfect as I'm going to get. You know, I have makeup in all different brands, and yeah, that's a good match for me. So CoverGirl colors go really well with my skin tone, you know, skin depth, all that stuff. So they have a sensitive version, and the reason why I did that is because when you are under a tremendous amount of stress, you can be more prone to having breakouts than you normally would. And so I don't have any breakouts right now, but I was anticipating that I might be, so I thought this would be a practical thing to have because it's really nice on my skin, and maybe I won't get any breakouts despite the fact that I've been under a tremendous amount of pressure. So I am enjoying this, and yeah, I really like it and am enjoying it. It's a good color match, nice formula, and really inexpensive. I think I got this at Walmart, and it was less than $5 for a bottle of foundation. The only thing I don't like about it is there's no pump, but I mean, come on, it's less than $5, so what do you expect, right? And I've used it just by itself, and today I used my Smashbox PhotoFinish primer under it just to see how that would be, and I like it even better with a primer under it. You can use it all by itself if you want to, but it's better with a primer under it. So yeah, really been enjoying this and have been using this for the last few days. All right, the next thing I have to show you is a couple of Maybelline single eyeshadows. And I already had a lot of Maybelline single eyeshadows, but I didn't have these two. One of them I may have had before, and I may have given it away. Dunasica, if you're watching, do you remember? Dunasica is one of my subscribers. She lives in Romania, and a couple of years ago I sent her this huge box of makeup, things that I didn't want anymore that were like gently used, and thought she might have fun playing with it. And I was actually going to send her way more, but then when I took the box to the post office and had it weighed, they said it was going to cost like $100 and something to mail it. So obviously I couldn't do that. So I brought it home, took it apart, and made it a slightly smaller box. But I still sent her like a ton of stuff. So this may have been in that box. This is Maybelline Single Eyeshadow in the shade Blue Blazes. Dunasica, you can leave a comment and tell me if you have this or not, but in any case, I'm not sure if I had this before or not, but it's on my lids right now. It's a very soft, like cornflower blue, and I normally don't wear blue eyeshadow, but on the cover of, was it Vogue? One of this month's magazines has Gigi Hadid on it. And they used this on her lids, and then they used this, which is Constant Toast, in the crease, which is a warm brown. Now, I normally would not think to put a cool blue and a warm brown together. But I liked the way it looked on her. I thought it was a very like modern take on a way, like a unique way to combine colors together. And that's what I have today. I have the blue blazes on my lids with the constant toast in the crease. And I like it. It's, like I said, it's a very modern combination of colors. I would never have thought to do that. So blue blazes is not very pigmented, but I don't really like electric blue in your face blue. On Thanksgiving, I did do kind of a crazy blue eye look with an Urban Decay palette that I have. And it came out pretty good. It was like a smoky blue eyeshadow look. And it came out pretty good. But I think I like this better. This is because this is like softer and not as much blue, because I think I might have used multiple shades of blue with that other look. So anyways, this is not very pigmented, but that's good because it's not so wham in your face, the blue. However, Constant Toast, I can't believe I didn't have this already because it's such like a basic warm brown color. This is really pigmented and you have to have a very light hand when you use this. So if you're looking for an inexpensive warm brown eyeshadow from the drugstore, this is a good way to go. So even though I have these on right now as part of my look, I'm going to show you. Look how pigmented that is. So this is like a golden brown. And then the blue, I'll swatch it, but I don't know how well you'll see it. Well, not too bad, I guess. But when you apply it, it doesn't show up as well. So it's like a shimmery cornflower blue and then a golden warm brown. Those are the two shades. So the blue is on my lids, the brown is in my crease, and then I took a little bit of the brown and dragged it along the lower lash line under a blue eyeliner. I have blue eyeliner on my lower lash line and my tight line. All the products that I'm wearing will be listed in the description box as always. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised that I didn't have Constant Toast. That is a great eyeshadow, and I think for the price, I think a lot of you would really enjoy playing with that. But the blue, you know, the blue is kind of unnecessary, but it is a pretty shade. Okay, so that's that. And then this. I got the new mascara by CoverGirl. It's called So Lashy Blast Pro mascara. There is the box that it comes in. This is popping up pretty much everywhere now. I don't know if it's on like the wall of stores, but it's on like a display at most places. And so that is the crazy applicator that comes with it. I got it in the shade 785 Extreme Black. This is what it looks like out of the box. And this is like a traditional looking CoverGirl mascara. Okay, and now that's the applicator. So the way I've been using this is I've been taking these wide parts on the side and just doing my lashes like I normally would. And then I take that ball thing on the end. And what you do, and I think there's instructions on the back of the box. I just followed the instructions and did it the way that they recommended. So after you finish putting on the mascara like you normally would, you take that ball thing and you go vertically, just kind of drag it across your lashes vertically. And what that does is it will not only add more product to your lashes without clumping up and looking disgusting, but it also puts product on any lashes that you may have missed, or there are lashes there that you don't even know about when you use a regular mascara because for some reason they don't pick up the product. So you can go very gently on the inner corners and highlight those lashes that you don't normally see, and go right across and add more product. So with this mascara you get volume and length because it's like a two-step process, and I think it's fantastic. Now, I was very happy with the mascara that I was using, the Maybelline Push Up Drama Angel, but this, I feel like the end result is more like a false lash effect than with the Maybelline one. The Maybelline one, because of the wand, you are able to coat the lashes really well, but you don't get volume and length. You just get maybe a little bit of both, but this is more extreme. And you do have to wipe off the excess product though before you use it. You know, when you take this thing out, wipe off anything extra that's there. Otherwise it will clump up. So just, you know, do that and you'll be fine. So I'm gonna show you what these lashes look like. So that's my lashes with this mascara. And since I purchased this, I haven't worn my false lashes because, you know, you can get a little bit of irritation with the glue sometimes, and sometimes it's difficult to remove the glue when you wear false lashes, and this is pretty amazing. So if you're looking for a new mascara, I think this is fantastic. Okay, now let's move on to some new lip products. This I've actually had for a while, but I just haven't gotten around to showing it to you. I found this at Five Below. This is City Color Be Matte Lipstick in the shade Queenie, and that's Queenieee. You know, it's untraditional spelling. And this is like a pinky purple fuchsia, I would say, and it's a matte finish and it's very nice, and I think it was $5 at Five Below. It might have been less than that actually. Now that I think about it, I think it was $3. Well, in any case, it's $5 or under. And if you see these at Five Below or any place that sells City Color, sometimes you can find City Color at Marshall's or TJ Maxx, but mostly Five Below, I think, for this type of product. I like this. I like it a lot. I like the color. I like the texture. Very nice lipstick for the price. I had purchased this the same time that I got those other City Color products that I showed you before. And then when I got the CoverGirl mascara and the CoverGirl foundation, I picked up a new lipstick by CoverGirl, and this is in the shade 400. This is called Guavalicious, and this is from the Coloricious line. And there it is right there. This is like a flamingo pink. It's like a pink that has some coral to it. The thing with CoverGirl lipsticks is the smell. I hate the smell of their lipsticks. I hate the smell of CoverGirl lipsticks, and I hate the smell of L'Oreal lipsticks. But the difference between the two is L'Oreal lipsticks are floral scented. So I'm allergic to flowers, so I hate that. But with the CoverGirl, it's like a chemical smell. And I really, really don't like that smell. Sometimes it's very oppressive and obnoxious to the smell, but sometimes it's mild enough that it doesn't bother me too much. But you never know what you're going to get. And these have a safety seal on them when you buy them, so you can't, I mean, you could open it up, but you shouldn't, because if you do, then if you don't buy it, then the next person that comes along won't want to buy it because it's been opened. So this was completely sealed. So I wanted to get this one because it hadn't been opened. And I figured I would just take my chances. And unfortunately, this is one of the ones that really stinks bad. Now, it does go away after a while when you have it on, but it's pretty obnoxious. And it's a shame because it's a really pretty color. I really like the color a lot. So just depending on my tolerance that day, I might just wear it anyway and just wait for the smell to go away. But yeah, CoverGirl, if by some miracle you're watching this, please do something about the smell of these lipsticks. They're pretty nasty. Oh, that's my honest opinion, obviously. And then I picked up another Maybelline Color Sensational lipstick. Now these have a smell too, but it's not that bad. It's kind of like a Play-Doh smell, but it's really not that strong, so it doesn't bother me that much. This is number 240 Barely Brown. This was originally part of their Buffs line. Does anybody remember? I couldn't take my phone off the hook because I needed to keep that line open in case the furnace repair guy called, and it wasn't him, but all right, what was I talking about? What was I talking about? I was talking about a Maybelline Color Sensational lipstick in the shade 240 Barely Brown. Okay, now I remember. This was originally part of their Buffs introduction. Does anybody remember when they had that Buffs thing? Everybody thought it was limited edition, and then it became like part of the regular line. Then all of a sudden they lost that Buffs title, and then they just changed that section to, I think it says nudes now. Well, anyway, it's in the nude section of their regular Color Sensational line. And this has become very difficult to find. Now I'm not seeing it at Target, or it's starting to disappear, so I don't know if it's on its way out or if it's just that certain stores carry certain shades, but I'm just mentioning this to you in case you have trouble finding it if you want it. So brown lipstick, of course, has become very popular in the last few years, and I think the reason for that is because it looks good on a lot of people. And if you still have not tried any brown lipsticks, I would say this might be a good way to start. It's pretty easy to wear, and that is it right there. And of course, it's not going to look like that on your lips because it blends with the color of your lips to form a completely different color. So I'll wear this in an upcoming video so you can see what it looks like. And then the last thing I want to talk about is something that is not new that I've been wearing the crap out of lately. I've had this for a while, and it's like a rediscovered love thing. And that is my Maybelline Vivid Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade number 10 Nude Flush. This is what I have on right now with the Maybelline Color Sensational Lip Pencil in the shade Nude. And this color, I feel like nudes can sometimes be difficult for me to wear, and sometimes it's really hard to get one that isn't too peach, isn't too brown, isn't too dark, isn't too light. It's really hard to find a shade of nude that works well for me. And I like this one because it's kind of peachy, but it's not too peach. It's not too light, so it doesn't give me that dead look. I don't know. This is just a really good nude for me. So if you have similar coloring to me, I figured I would mention it because I had kind of forgotten about this, and I wore this a lot over the last few days that I haven't filmed a video and seen you, and so I've really been enjoying that. So that is my drugstore haul. I'm sorry if this video was so long, but yeah, I'm under a lot of stress right now, and I don't know when this situation is going to be resolved. And there's other stuff going on too. And hopefully I will see you again when I can, but it might be better for me to just kind of forget about YouTube right now and just try to focus on what needs to be done or what can be done or resolve this other situation first. I mean, heat is such a basic thing, and it's something that we all take for granted until we don't have it. So that's it, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.